Hey, what's up guys? Collector John here, coming at you today with another chill game hunting video thing. I was recently on vacation in the Bay Area. I had planned to hit up a bunch of different video game stores while I was there, but you know how it goes. When you're on vacation, you just don't have time to do everything that you want to do. But I did check out this one store and it was really fun. I found a bunch of cool stuff there and I'm excited for you guys to come and check it out with me. So without further ado, let's go. It was honestly harder than I thought to find a video game store in the Bay Area. For my first attempt, I tried San Francisco and quickly realized that there's somehow not a single video game store in San Francisco, but I did have the best burrito I've ever had in my life, and I also saw this once-in-a-lifetime unobstructed view of the Golden Gate Bridge. It was just incredible. Jokes aside, San Francisco is pretty dope, but if I was going to find any video games, I'd have to take the ferry on back to Oakland. So then I tried a store next to where we were staying in Oakland called Dr. Comics and Mr. Games. I thought Google said they had video games here, but there was not a single video game in sight, and at this point I knew if I was going to find any cool video games in the Bay Area, I'd have to borrow my friend's car and drive to Alameda, to a store called the Experience Share Video Games. So I hopped in the car, went through this cool underground tube, like I was playing Tube Slider for the GameCube, and when I came out on the other side, I finally found the video game Promised Land. As you can see, this store's pretty freaking awesome, but it's time to get down to business and look for some games. Here we go! And starting off in the original Xbox section, because it's my favorite console, it is the best retro gaming console. You heard it here first. The original Xbox is freaking dope. And they had some pretty cool stuff here, like, oh, whoopsie daisies. This game, Furious Karting, which is an original Xbox exclusive, and it's one that I don't have. I'm definitely interested in putting this in the collection. I don't know if it's like a great game or anything, but it looks like it's probably a good time. So we're going to throw this one on the maybe pile, and then later on in the video, I'll show you guys everything that I ended up purchasing. But until then, we have a lot more games to look at and talk about, reminisce on, so let's keep it moving. I just love seeing a shelf filled with original Xbox games. It makes me happy. It's pleasing to look at. Those green cases, that Xbox logo, it's just such a beautiful sight. And they had a bunch of cool Star Wars games here on the original Xbox. Most of these I already have, but I don't have Jedi Outcast. I would like to have this on the OG Xbox. I felt like 18 was a little high. Actually, looking at it now, I think that's pretty average, but at the time, I just didn't want to pay that much. Also saw a copy of Spy Hunter 2 for $8. This seems like it might be cool, so I think we're going to throw this on the maybe pile as well. I have the original Spy Hunter, but not Spy Hunter 2. Alright, let's check out the Xbox 360 section. Right off the bat, I saw this copy of Aliens Colonial Marines, which is a game that I do want, even though everyone was really mad about this game when it came out. I don't think it's very good. I still want a copy of it. And then I saw Asura's Wrath. This is actually really cool. I think $38 is like a pretty decent price for this game. It's like kind of a pricier 360 title. And this is just one of those weird 7th gen games that I never got around to playing, but it is Capcom, so I know I want to play it at some point. We're going to throw it on the maybe pile. I'm not sure if today's the day that we'll buy it, but it looks really cool. And then my eye was drawn to this beefy boy, this limited edition copy of Halo 3 for the Xbox 360. This is really cool. I would love to have this in the collection. And as far as limited edition games go, this was $25, which is pretty cheap, and it came with all the stuff. And Halo 3 is freaking awesome, you know? So I'm definitely going to think about this one. It's going to be hard to pass on it because I just love Halo 3. And here's one that I've been looking for a while. It kind of spiked in price the last couple years, so this copy is $25, which, again, I think that's pretty average for it now. But yeah, it's the Saboteur. It's something that I've always wanted to play ever since reading about it in the official Xbox magazine, and I just never got around to it, so that might be another one to grab today. Let's check out this Vita section. I love the PlayStation Vita, but as everyone knows, it's really expensive to collect for. They had some interesting stuff here, but nothing that was really grabbing me today, so we're going to pass on the Vita section. And then I was looking at the PSP stuff, saw this copy of Ghost Rider, everyone's favorite video game adaptation of a Nick Cage movie. Also God Eater Burst. I looked at this one in my last video, and I didn't buy it that time or this time. And this game, Coded Arms Contagion, looks really cool. There's like an actual first-person shooter on the PSP. I don't think it has the best reviews, though. Even though it looks pretty cool, I ended up passing on it. And here I am filming my feet. I don't know what I was doing here. Was I talking to someone? I don't know. Anyway, let's keep looking around. The PS1 is another one of my favorite retro consoles. I just love playing stuff on the PS1. Those old, pixelated, early 3D graphics are just so fun to look at. And I saw this copy of GTA 2 for $25. I think that's a decent price for this game. This is one that I definitely want to pick up. GTA 2 just has a cool vibe, and I love that main menu music. Yeah, I'd love to have this in the collection. We're going to throw it on the pile. And we always got to check out the PS2 stuff. One of the best console libraries of all time. Still a bunch of games that I don't have for the system. And I was looking at this copy of Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter. I remember really wanting this game when it came out. I was just like really into playing any JRPG that I could. I never got around to playing it, but it would be cool to check it out one of these days. I don't think today's the day that I'll buy it, but yeah, just seems like a solid JRPG. I think a lot of people really liked this one. Also, it's Capcom. Capcom used to put out so many games. It's freaking crazy. And then I saw this game Dragon Rage. I wanted to look at it because I liked the name. And the cover art did not disappoint. It looks like maybe a Panzer Dragoon kind of game, like a rail shooter where you play as a dragon. Probably pretty fun, but not something I'm going to pick up today. And then I saw something that I've seen before, and I regret not buying it. And this time I think we're actually going to get it. It's Legend of K, everyone's favorite 3D platformer action-adventure game by Capcom where you play as a cute kitty cat. So I think we're going to get this one. This game looks pretty sick. And last but not least, I spotted Time Crisis 2 and 3 for the PS2. I would really like to get into some light gun games for the PS2, but I don't even have the frickin' light gun yet, so I just wanted to check the prices on these to see where they're at. Looks like $25 for Time Crisis 2 and $15 for Time Crisis 3 with no manual. Still not super expensive, but I need to get the light gun first before I buy these, so we're going to leave them behind today, but they do look very fun and very cool. I saw they had a bunch of strategy guides on this lower shelf here, so I wanted to just rifle through them quick, see if I could find anything interesting. The one that I was really interested in was this strategy guide for Halo 2, which you definitely don't need a strategy guide to get through Halo 2, but it's just a cool thing, you know, it's cool artwork on there, and I love Halo 2. Didn't really see anything else that I was super interested in. I did spot this one for Black, which, again, you do not need a strategy guide to get through Black. It's just a linear first-person shooter, but for some reason, these were the two that I was like, oh yeah, those look cool. And I wanted to check out the GameCube section today. I don't normally look for GameCube games because they're just too expensive, and I kind of already have most of the ones that I would even want to have in the collection. But today I was just feeling frisky. I was feeling like, you know, I'm on vacation. I might as well maybe splurge on an expensive GameCube game, like maybe Beautiful Joe. This game's pretty cool. They had a player's choice copy for $45. I rented this game back in the day, and I remember really liking it. I don't know how it holds up today, but I think a lot of people still like this game. It's kind of a cult classic, so we'll throw this one in the maybe pile and might end up picking it up today. Speaking of Nintendo, they had a bunch of used Switch games here, like Captain Toad Treasure Tracker I've been wanting to pick up for a while. Also, Night in the Woods. This is really, really cool. I freaking love Night in the Woods. It's $45, which is a little steep, but that game's awesome. Also, Metroid Prime Remastered. I really want to get this one too. $35, that's like a pretty standard price for a used copy, so we might wait till this goes down a little more in price. And now we're just looking at newer stuff over here in the PS4 section. The PS4 is pretty much a goated console in my eyes. It's an amazing system. And I love Devil May Cry. I think this HD collection on the PS4 would be sick to own. But I already have these on the PS2, and I have the Xbox 360 HD collection, so I don't think I need this, even though it would be cool to have. And I wanted to check the prices on a couple common fighting games. They had Street Fighter V for $15 and Tekken 7 also for $15. Both amazing games that I don't own physically, but I think I'll wait till I find them for like $5 or $10 before I pull the trigger. Ooh, this might be hard to pass on though. Dead Space Remake for the PS5. They had it here for $40, which I think is a pretty good price for a used copy. And I've been really wanting to check this game out for a while. It seems like it's a pretty amazing remake. And with Halloween season in the air, I don't know. I think today might be the day we pull the trigger on this one. It just seems too good to pass up. Well, we're getting close to wrapping it up here at the Experience Share Video Games. I had a blast in here, and I just want to shout out the staff who work here because they were super welcoming and they didn't have a problem with me filming. And yeah, overall, just a really nice crew. I was happy to spend some time with them in their store. But before we leave, I want to check out their selection of new Switch games. There are 2 Switch horror games that I really want right now, and Carrion is one of them. I've been really wanting this game for a while. Carrion is pretty sick. I played it on Game Pass, and I've been wanting to get a physical copy for the Switch for a long time now, so it's going to be hard to walk out of here without this. I was really, really hoping they would have it here. And they also had Inscription, which is just an amazing indie game from 2021. One of my favorite games from that year, and I think this is like one of those limited run copies, which is why it's $100. But yeah, Inscription's pretty amazing. If you've never played it, I highly recommend it. Remember how I said there are 2 horror games for the Switch that I really want? Well, Signalis is the other one. Signalis is freaking amazing. It's one of the best games that I played last year. Just an amazing homage to Resident Evil and Silent Hill, but with its own unique spin on it. It's just a really, really cool game. Big ups once again to the Experience Share Video Games for letting me hang out and film in your store. I had a great time, but now it's time to fly on back to Milwaukee. We're going to review our haul from the Experience Share, and we're also going to play some of these video games, so that should be pretty fun. Don't go anywhere, folks, because we're taking it back to the studio. All right, y'all, we're back in the Collector John studio, and I still have this Morrowind intro playing behind me. That's weird. Yeah, I just wanted to go through my pickups from that game store with you guys really quick, starting with Furious Karting. Yeah, I know practically nothing about this game, but yeah, like I said earlier, it is an Xbox exclusive, only on Xbox, which means that I need to have it in the collection because I love the OG Xbox. And this is a nice complete copy, and one thing that I didn't notice when I bought it is that it comes with these cool stickers. So that's actually pretty sick. I'm gonna have to put these stickers on something. I don't know what. I'll find something to put them on. Yeah, the disc is looking pretty nice too, and this is a $15 copy of Furious Karting, which I think that's pretty reasonable, so happy to have this one in the collection. We're gonna hang out and play some of it later. That should be pretty fun. Stick around for that. And then we got Legends of K, the game by Capcom, where you play as a cat. Yeah, I've seen this one before, and I just really wanted to grab it finally. Nice clean disc, nice complete copy. OEM PS2 case, always love to see it. And yeah, this is another one that we're going to play later, so stick around if you want to see that. And it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, so cool. And then these next couple pickups are more on the new side. As far as stuff that I collect, I usually go for more retro stuff, but I was just feeling like some of the newer stuff they had in there was speaking to me. So we got this copy of Dead Space for $40, which I'm actually really stoked about. Once October rolls around, you know I'm going to be playing this. I love playing horror games in October to celebrate the season. And yeah, this is one that I've really been wanting to check out. I love the original Dead Space, and I think this remake is supposed to be really good. And yeah, I can't wait. This is going to be awesome. All right, and then these last two I grabbed right at the end. I just couldn't resist Signalis and Carrion. Signalis is just freaking awesome. It's one of my favorite games from last year. It's one of the better horror games that I think has come out in recent years. Definitely, at least as far as indie horror games go, like this one's really good. Really cool story, really cool vibes, super fun to play. I highly recommend this if you're into horror games at all. Signalis is an excellent game. And you could say the same thing about Carrion. It's kind of another indie horror game. It's like a reverse horror game is what they call it, where you play as the monster, but it still has like cool horror game vibes. And super fun, absolutely disgusting game. Tons of fun to just go around eviscerating people and eating their bodies. It's a great time. So yeah, that's our haul. I think after tax, we spent a little under $150 on these, which I'm okay with. I mean, they weren't amazingly good prices or anything, but they were totally reasonable game store prices, and I'm really stoked to have all these in the collection. So I had a great time in there. I'd highly recommend checking out Experience Share Video Games if you're in Alameda. It's a great store. And with that, I think it's time to hang out and play a couple of these video games. So let's just get right into it, baby. Let's go. All right, so we're gonna get started with some Furious Karting for the original Xbox. I'm excited to see what this game's all about. I think today we're actually gonna use the Duke. I don't know, for some reason I'm just feeling the Duke today, so that's what we're gonna do. All right, so we'll get started here with a quick race. We got character selection. Got a few, few cool looking dudes and ladies. We got Sinclair. We got Patty. She's sexy. We got Thomas, who, I don't know, I kind of like Thomas's vibe. I think we're gonna... Good shot. I think we're gonna play as Thomas. Okay, I have no idea what the controls are. Okay, right trigger to go. Okay, so B button to punch, or to hit people with your baseball bat. All right. I'm not sure about the drifting. I feel like there's probably a way to drift. Let's see. I mean, it's L to brake, but that doesn't really drift. It just kind of stops you. Oh, just knocked that person off. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Just gotta hit people with a baseball bat. That's cool. Whoa, okay. So you can hit the A button to do a flip, I guess. And now I'm almost in last place. If you're wondering if this feels better or worse than Mario Kart, the answer is worse. But it doesn't feel terrible. It's not the worst kart racer game I've ever played. The worst kart racer I've ever played is the M&M game for the Wii. That game is f***ing terrible. This isn't great, but it's not that bad. I don't know. It is what it is. I feel like the drifting kind of just happens automatically. Like if you turn at a high speed, you'll kind of just drift. But Mario Kart around this time, this probably came out around the same time or after Double Dash, and Double Dash had the some pretty cool drift mechanics where you can like charge up a boost while you're drifting, and this game doesn't seem to have any of that, so that's a little disappointing. But also, you know, I don't know what this game retailed for. I feel like playing it, this was probably a budget game. Like, this is probably a $20 game. That's what I'm guessing. If not, then that's kind of a bummer. But we'll try another race, I guess. What is this stuff? Watch the video? Motorhome? Okay, motorhome, like drive. Is that saying like go back to main menu? Like you're going back home? You're driving home? That's a weird way to phrase that. And then watch the video. I'm guessing that's the replay. Really weird phrasing in those menu options. I don't know why they would say it that way. Okay. I want to see what the scenarios are. There's an option to play scenarios. Is this just like a story mode? Is this like... We'll try Patty.
Okay.
I feel like the Duke just feels appropriate for this game, like playing this shitty Xbox exclusive kart racer. I feel like you just need to be playing it on a Duke. I don't know.
Name's Thomas. We need drivers. Think you can hang?
Why not? Okay.
Slap on this helmet and hop in the cart. I'll be clocking you. Now roll, dude.
How to springboard jump. Accelerate and aim for the springboard. Use the right thumbstick in the air to perform stunts. Try to land in your wheels. Okay. Head for the springboard and do a trick. Is this the springboard? This thing right here? Okay. that was pretty bad. Try it again. All right. Well done, you did it. Okay. That was I'm starting to have a feeling this is going to be a series of tutorial levels. Maybe there's a story like after you finish the tutorial levels, but you know what? I don't really want to do this right now. Yeah, this game feels a little thin. I don't know. I don't think I would recommend paying $15 for this. I mean, unless you're just like trying to get all of the OG Xbox exclusives like me. But this game doesn't seem very good. I don't know, man. It's better than the M&M Kart Racer, but it's a lot worse than like Mario Kart or Crash Team Racing. It's probably worse than the Sonic Kart Racers. I haven't played those, but I'm guessing it's worse. So yeah, Furious Karting, probably wouldn't recommend it, but you know, it's still a fun game to have in the collection. Let's try this cat game. I want to see what that's all about. Oh, that's loud. Pretty cool menu screen. Pretty cool. Looking pretty good. I have a feeling that this game is going to run at 60 frames per second. I feel like a lot of Capcom games from this era did that. Aww. Cute. Here we are at the cat village. Pull up to the cat village like...
Why all the uproar? The master's hitting the bottle and barely put a stamp. Somebody is prattling on.
Oh, the cat's voice is Alright, so problem right off the bat, we got inverted camera. Let's see if we can change that. Oh, got lots of options here. Camera control, invert. There we go. That's better. I'm glad that you can change that. That's one of those things where like I can get used to it. If I play it long enough, like after a few minutes, I kind of get used to the inverted left and right looking, but I'd rather just have it be normal, you know? And I also like that on these older games, they call it inverted. Like if you push the camera control left to turn the camera left, that's inverted. Which is pretty silly. Alright, we gotta go to the rat camp. I'd say the voice acting is pretty bad, but I kind of like it. I'm kind of into it. And yeah, this does run at 60 FPS, which is awesome. Looks real smooth and nice. Nice creamy 60. You love to see it. I wonder if this probably came out around the same time as Okami, right? Which is another Capcom joint. Okami's amazing. This, like, reminds me of Okami a little bit. Not a ton, just a little bit. I mean, you play as an animal, and it's, like, Japanese lore and stuff. I think it's Japanese. I might be wrong.
Off! Nobody get in!
Chill, dumpster breath. You think I actually want to enter your stinks kill zone?
Chill, dumpster breath.
Watch your mouth!
I'm a kitty with an attitude. I wonder what this voice actor's doing now. The voice actor for the cat. Should look that up. Hey, Collector John, while you're editing this, go splice in something about the voice actor. Alright, we're gonna do some rope swinging. Here we go. Uh-oh. Okay, apparently you can go in the water. That would be kind of like a... You know, if I was designing this game, maybe I would make it so you can't go in the water, because you're a cat. Cats don't like the water. But, you know, it's fine. I guess some cats don't mind it as much. Just gonna keep going this way. This game controls pretty well. Like, it feels pretty good. Just feels like a solid, like, 3D platformer, you know? So yeah, I like the way the movement feels. I like the jumping. I like the frame rate. Yeah, it's all just pretty nice. Let's see how this fighting feels, though. Gonna do some fighting training. Alright, so hit it 3 times to attack 3 times, and then you got this power strike. We can hold the button. Crouch with the circle button, press square button for an uppercut. Okay, I can do that. How do you... Okay, this is... Like, hold down the circle button and then press the square button. That's, like, actually kind of a messed up movement. You either have to, like, go like this or do the claw. So jump and then press the square button to do one of these. Alright, it's pretty classic. Nice. I like the music and vibe of this game. It's just nice, you know? Just playing as this cute little kitty with this nice cartoony art style. Kind of reminds me of Jak and Daxter. How do I get through here?
Hey, banana poop. Can I
You're not getting out that easy. Nobody leaves you.
Hey, banana poop.
I'd do anything for a banana right away.
I'm
I'd even let you out if I
I'm gonna start addressing people that way. What? I was thinking about banana poop. I missed the whole conversation. I think he just wants a banana. Okay, finally found the bananas. They were in a very obvious place. I should have just went into this house next to the pumpkin lady right away. Alright, Mr. Gorilla. Banana poop, here's your bananas.
knuckle dragger?
Alright, let's do this. Uh-oh. I have a feeling I'm going to die in this boss fight. So that's probably... That's not going to be great. Oh, right, here we go. Come on, Borax, what do you got? What do you got? Oh, no.
Kay is injured. Quick, get him into the village.
Okay. Maybe I wasn't supposed to beat that? I don't know. Alright, well, we saved the pumpkins and got killed by a borax. I think that's a good place to call it. Thanks guys for watching. Yeah, Legend of Kay seems pretty cool. Not the greatest Capcom game I've ever played, but it's still a pretty fun, solid, tight little 3D platformer thing. I'll probably play some more of it. I like the kitty. The kitty's cute. I like the voice actor for the kitty. Seems pretty cool. But yeah, hope you guys liked the video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out, dude.